She shooting.
Man, no, we about to do this shit, man. I know I told y'all a lot of cap last year, but I ain't capping about this shit. This is it. It's our season. Talk to me. It's our season. They been hating Trey since we beat the Knicks. They been hating on the Falcons since we drafted Pitts. They won't even throw the Jesse. They know that's a pick. I feel like Acuna every time I make a hit. United in the field. The gang up in the stands. We yelling ATL, bro, cause we some real fans. They been talking crazy, disrespect is out of hand. But we gon' win this shit, they ain't gon' say nothing again. I'm a field flipper, blitz and a hit sticker. Still hitter, Dyson let me steal with you. Jesse set the bait and turn into a pick sixer. And we making plays, that's why we got Penix with us. Get in the field with me, come see how we live in it. Come see how we live in it. Had a couple losing seasons and we had to deal with it. Had to bench my cousin, get him out the family business. Thought it was a bad pick, but now it's our season. Talk to me. They been hating Trey since we beat the Knicks. They been hating on the Falcons since we drafted Pitts. They won't even throw the Chasey. They know that's a pick. I feel like Acuna every time I make a hit. United in the field, the gang up in the stands. We yelling ATL, bro, cause we some real fans. They been talking crazy, disrespect is out of hand. But we gon' win this shit, they ain't gon' say nothing again. I'm a field flipper, blitz and a hit sticker. Still get us, Dyson let me steal with you. Jesse set the bait and turn into a pick sixer. And we making plays, that's why we got Penix. Get in the field with me, come see how we live in it. Had a couple losing seasons and we had to deal with it. Had to bench my cousin, get him out the family business. Thought it was a bad pick, but now we thanking God for Penix. I'm a route runner, a whole running back hunter, a stat chaser, never miss a play, but check the numbers, I'm a prize pick. Yeah, on my losses, take the under. We let Terry cook and he been in the kitchen all summer. They been hating Trey, y'all, since we beat the Knicks. They been hating on the Falcons since we drafted Pitts. They won't even throw the Jesse. They know that's a pick like candy. I say we gon' win one night.
And we are back.
They been hating Trey, y'all.
Are we back? Are we really back?
They been
I'm
hating
saying
on
we
the
back, but are we
Falcons
really
since we
back?
drafted Pitts.
Welcome to another
They
episode
won't
of the
even
Next2Ball
throw the Jesse.
podcast,
They know
man.
that's a pick. I feel like
Episode 5, season 3 of the Next2Ball podcast. Good morning, Atlanta. Good afternoon, Georgia. Good evening to the world. Dwayne, what's happening? Been a minute, man. Been a minute, dog. Oh, man, you happen to come on this Monday. Oh, that's cool. Of all the Mondays you could have came on, man. The highs and lows of being a Falcons fan, of being a Georgia sports fan in general. We're not talking about all Georgia sports. We're talking about these Falcons right now. The highs and lows. Last week you couldn't tell me shit. Last week you couldn't tell me that we weren't one of the best defenses in the league. You couldn't tell me that my rookies were working on a collision course with being defensive rookie of the year candidates. Last week you couldn't tell me that we had figured some things out. This week I have no clue. This week I have no, to go from what we were last week to go from what we are this week, I don't know if it says more about us or it says more about J.J. McCarthy. J.J. McCarthy, you got to be a sorry fuck to not put up points against this Falcon team. Any quarterback who can't put up points against this Falcon team is a sorry fuck. I'm not going to lie to you. Bryce Young be a step away from getting put out the league until he play the Falcons. Bryce Young is like 6-9 in his career. Starter quarterback. He 3-1 versus the Falcons. Insanity. And so to go from what I saw last week. And you know, I came on this podcast last week, Dwayne. I said I hope it's not fool's gold. I hope that J.J. McCarthy isn't just that sorry to make us look that good. It turns out they put in Carson Wentz. And he scored 50 with that team. Good thing we didn't see him in Minnesota. Because we could easily be 0-3. We could easily be 0-3 right now. I felt some issues last week I felt some issues last week, but I overlooked it because when you win, a lot of shit can be overlooked. But once you lose by 30 to the Panthers, we got to turn every stone. Everything has to be addressed at this point. Where do I want to start? Let's start with the fact that we haven't scored an offensive touchdown in weeks. We scored one touchdown last week in Minnesota, and they gave us that one. They was trying to let us score to get the ball back. Let's go and be honest if we're going to be honest. They was trying to give us the ball back, and that's how we got the rushing touchdown. We haven't had a passing touchdown to a wide receiver or a tight end all season. Am I online right? Which camera am I on? I'm right here. We haven't had a passing touchdown to a tight end all season. Neither Drake London, right here, Drake London, Darnell Mooney hasn't caught a touchdown. Ray McLeod, Kyle Pitts. The sad thing about it is I've been at every game. I'm not quarterback. I'm not the quarterback. I'm not saying I can go out there and do the job. But from my seat, and I sit all over, from my seat, it looked like Kyle Pitts be wide the fuck open. That's just what it looked like to me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's possible. But if I don't know what I'm talking about, damn it, who does in the organization? Because we can't say Raheem know what he talking about. This nigga is. I've been yelling that he's not the guy for us at coach. He's not head coach material. He's just not head coach material. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to take a black man's job away, but damn it, some folks don't deserve a job. It don't matter what color you are. Raheem Morris is a great motivator, great assistant coach from what I've heard from all the coaching staffs that he's been on. Great assistant coach. Maybe some people just can't be the leader of men. And that's not a bad thing. You can make good money being an assistant coach. That's where some niggas need to be. Raheem Morris is single-handedly driving. It's not single-handedly. He's having a good hand in this. There's a lot of hands in this. I wouldn't dare put it all on Raheem Morris. Because goddamn it, Zach Robinson is hands and feet driving this shit into the ground with the offense. But at this point, after what I saw Sunday, I know we can blame Zach Robinson for a lot of it. Do we have a quarterback? I've been on Penix. I've been on the Penix train since he got here. One reason, I'm going to tell you why I'm so heavy on the Penix train is because I believe in what leadership tells us. I believe when Arthur Blank puts these people in charge, I tend to trust their judgment. I tend to think this man wouldn't put people in charge that don't know nothing. I like to believe that. He making it very hard for me to believe that he didn't put in a bunch of idiots at the goddamn control. And I tell y'all every time I do this podcast, this is a week-to-week league. And right now, at this week 3, we are one of the worst teams in the NFL. There's no other way to sugarcoat it. Carolina was slated to win 4 games this season. They weren't supposed to win it. We was a touchdown favorite. When you're a 5.5 point favorite on the road, you know, you get 3.5 points for just being you get 3 points for just being the home team. You know that you get 3 points. So we were really an 8.5 favorite, a touchdown and some change. We're not supposed to lose that game on paper. So what is it about our franchise that allows us to lose? Because this is not a regular thing. Teams don't lose by 30 points in the NFL. You don't go out and get skunked. That's some college shit. The shit we did Sunday, that was some college shit. Michael Penix looked like he was still in college. Do we have a quarterback? I don't know. I want to believe that we have a quarterback, but now that when you got to get into it, if somebody were to break it down, if somebody was playing devil's advocate to me saying Michael Penix got a rocket arm and Michael Penix is athletic, he can move around, things of that nature. If somebody wants to combat that argument, they could just tell me Michael Penix has played 6 games and has 4 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. And what should I say to that? What should I say to that? Do I then blame it on the offensive coordinator? Do I blame that on Zach Robinson? I don't know how much of to blame is to go to which person. But we have some serious issues. And if you're telling me it's Zach Robinson and Raheem Morris, then that means we got to go through a whole nother leadership change. Zach Robinson did look good with Kirk Cousins. So are we blaming it on Michael Penix? So are we saying we don't have a quarterback? Which is why, you know what? And I told niggas, I said, everybody was like, trade Kirk Cousins. And I had slowly eased off of it week by week. I was like, you know what? Keep that nigga around. It's just something about me that make me feel like we gonna need. I didn't know if Penix was gonna get hurt or something like that. But I just said, keep him around.
I said this, I texted my group chat yesterday. This is a bad idea. When they put him in, this was a bad idea.
Because it's gonna start controversy.
Correct. Not only was it going to start controversy, they was dropping the ball. So it looked like he was bad, but he really wasn't bad.
He wasn't bad. He wasn't bad. He wasn't bad. They had some drops. But I can't blame them for having drops when Kirk Cousins got in the game because the ball ain't been hitting them in the hand for the first 3 quarters. They wasn't expecting it. They wasn't expecting the passes to come on time. So I can't be mad. I wasn't mad at nothing Kirk Cousins did yesterday. He got in there and looked like regular old booty ass Kirk Cousins. Whatever. But if Kirk Cousins would have scored a touchdown, it'd have been a whole uproar this Sunday. If Kirk Cousins would have scored one touchdown, all he had to do was score one touchdown. Luckily for Michael Penix, the nigga didn't get a first down. He didn't get a first down. But if he had scored one touchdown, all hell would have broke loose. And it might have been the end of Michael Penix for the season. It very possibly could have been the end of Michael Penix season. All it took was one touchdown. Luckily for him. But we got problems from top to bottom. So I don't know if we have a quarterback. I know we don't have a coach. I'm not even debating. That's not even debatable. Do we have a coach? We don't have a coach right now. You know, we came into the season worried about offensive line. That ain't even the issue. We was worried about last week. Do we have a kicker? I don't know. Now with the organization and like I can't. You know, we just go with what they say. So if they telling us we found a kicker, we don't need Younghoe Koo anymore, the city gonna be like, okay, we don't need Younghoe Koo anymore. All we know is we've seen Younghoe Koo go 67 to 70% for the last 2 seasons. And so if y'all telling us we found somebody better, show me, please. We're begging for somebody better. So Parker Romo comes in after he gets his contract. He signed. He comes in and misses two field goals off the bat first quarter under a new contract. This nigga, he must be from Bankhead. The way he finessed that money, he got that little change up out of us, but he was quick with it. That nigga was like, "But my life depends on this week. I worry about next week. That nigga said, I may not hit another kick, but on tryout, that nigga's the perfect tryout nigga. But I ain't never seen somebody do so good in the interview just to be so bad once they get the real job. That's insane. Parker Romo, and you know, I can't even because it's like that's just the most Falcon thing that could happen. Of course he would go 5 for 5 in the audition. Of course he missed the field goals that matter when he gets signed for real. And you know what? I'm not even as mad at him as I could be because what if he had went 2 for 2? The score would have been 30-6. That's why I don't even. He's at the bottom of our problems. We can't even get the kicker. We can't even get close enough to kick. We can't even get to we didn't get in the red zone yesterday. What are we talking about kickers for? We didn't be talking about punters. How's Bradley Pinion's foot? That's what we need to be worried about because we using him like a motherfucker. It's sad. It's sad right now. So I don't know if we have a. You know, we played 3 games. I've seen 3 different defenses. So I don't know what we have. I don't know what we have on defense. And I can't be mad at the defense of how Panthers put up 30 points because on paper it looked like the Panthers didn't even do shit. Bryce Young threw like 106 yards. You know what I'm saying? They only had like 1 or 2 offensive touchdowns, something like that. But at the same time, it was nothing about the defense that made me feel like if the Panthers had got the ball on their own 20, that they wasn't going to score. I didn't see anything that said that. I didn't see anything that said, oh, it was just a short field. No, I saw a dominant performance from the defense. They only had to go half the field. But I didn't see anything that made me feel like they couldn't go the full length if needed. They just didn't have to. They just didn't have to. Michael Penix yesterday, I mean, I don't want to put too much on Michael Penix because, like I say, I'm a Michael Penix believer. I'm teetering, but I'm a Michael Penix believer. After a game like that, and after you go three games without scoring 2 touchdowns, you know what I'm saying? His offensive touchdown. People complain about the pistol. I don't give a fuck what we run. Give Bijan the ball. Just keep giving him. He's getting 5 yards a carry. Why are we the trick play niggas? Why do we have to do something that don't go? Why we got to go against the grain on everything? Why do we feel like we're so special that we need to run our offense a different way than what has been working since the 1800s of football? Just run the ball. If a nigga getting 5 yards a carry, you only got to get 10 yards for a first down. Just run it. And if they start stopping the run, then you throw it. We shouldn't be coming out. Michael Penix, 43 passes. We only got 18 rushes. What? Tyler Algier had 1 rush yesterday. We couldn't find nowhere to get him the ball. Some of those plays could have been substituted for a Tyler Algier run. I'm just convinced. I'm convinced we didn't need all those plays to go to where they went. I don't know if there's a disconnect between Darnell Mooney and Michael Penix. They don't look like they're in sync at all. I haven't seen a good play from them since last year, the Washington game. That was Michael Penix's best game. Michael Penix's best game was the Washington game last year. Everything else has been defensive predicated. When we beat the Giants last year, I think we had 2 defensive touchdowns. And other than that, he ain't won a game. He beat Minnesota with no touchdowns. We beat them on all field goals. So other than that, we have lost every game that the other team has scored 7 points. He's 0-4 in his career when the opposing team scores 7 points. And I'm not putting that all on him. But this is a very shaky start to a career. And we try to break it up with say he's a rookie and things of that nature. I want to see some bright spots. What bright spots can we say we've seen from Michael Penix? And I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback or a bust or anything like that. These are questions that we need to ask ourselves because we were talking about winning the division. And right now, I don't see 6 wins. I don't see it. What we got next week? The Cardinals? I mean, not the Cardinals, the Commanders. We got the Commanders coming to town. Luckily, their quarterback is, luckily, Jay Daniels is hurt, but shit. Marcus Mariota just put up 50 with the Commanders. And Lord knows we're not built for a team to put up 50 on us. We can't do shit we're not ready for no shootouts. I don't know what we're ready for. What are we good at? Without Bijan Robinson, what are we good at as a team? We don't sack. We had 1 good game of sacking. And see, that's what I'm saying. You can't be into these stats where people talk about through week 2, we got the number 2 defense. Man, you can't go by 2 weeks. Niggas doing averages. That's like me playing 2K. I done played 12 games in the rec, and I'm trying to show niggas my averages. That shit don't count. You need some real footage behind that. And we don't have that right now. Look at this winner. He come in off a fresh win. We don't have that right now, so I can't go by off of 2 weeks of media of. I can't even call it 2 weeks of success, because as hype as we were about the team in week 2, we lost week 1, and just forget about the division. You know, it used to be about 2 years ago. We used to count on the division being sorry, so that way we always had a chance in the division. Baker Mayfield is on a fucking rampage. Did this one go out? It's blue right here. Baker Mayfield is on a rampage right now, so let the division go. We at this point, Raheem has to know that his job is. I could see, because I gave it a year. I said if we had a bad year this year, then you know what I'm saying, heads will roll. Niggas could not make it to the bye week. Niggas could really not make it, because I could see us going into the bye 1-4. We got Commanders, then we got Buffalo. And you know we ain't beating Buffalo. I don't even, come on now. Let's be serious about the situation. I'm an honest guy. And then today we fired just for I mean, we're pure comedy as a football organization. We're pure comedy. We fired the wide receiver coach. What was he doing wrong? Who was he hurting? They just wanted to fire somebody just to say they fired somebody. Just to say they fired. That's rude as shit. He didn't hurt nobody. Because they ain't like the wide receivers get the chance to catch the ball. The ball get thrown all at the field goal post. So who is he hurt? You know what? I realize it as I get older. I used to think when I was younger, I used to think everybody's time will come. Like everybody gets their time. Some teams, some organizations don't get that. Some organizations just don't ever win. If we've been here since the 60s. We've been here since the 60s. What have we done since the 60s to make me think, you know what, our time is coming one day? I don't see nothing that says that about this organization. Because I heard Chris Thomas say on 92.9, the problems that we have on this team are regime proof. We get the same problems no matter who the coach is. No matter who the quarterback is. We ain't been able to score in the red zone since Matt Ryan and Julio. We've been through 6 quarterbacks and we've been the worst team in the league in red zone scoring. We've been through 6 defensive coordinators and we've been the worst team in the league in getting to the quarterback. This has been a problem since our franchise started. We've never been a top 10 defense. Like when you say everybody's time will come, we'll get there eventually. I don't know that. I can't say that because I look around at other sorry ass organizations like goddamn like the Raiders or the Giants or the Jets. What separates us? What makes us different? When we say the Giants are a bad ran organization, when we say the Cleveland Browns are a bad ran organization, what makes us any different? I haven't seen nothing in my life that says we're a different organization. And I hate it. I hate that because I know what has to happen. It's just I don't want that because I don't want to wish death on nobody. But as long as Arthur Blank is alive, it is what it is. Even when we talk about the good, like when you think of the good years of the Falcons, we think of like Matt Ryan, right? He played 16 years here, 4 playoff appearances. It seemed like more. Because that's the best we've ever had. They broke it up into increments of 3. Like every third year we'd go to the play, we'd have a run. It used to be a time though, Dwayne. Remember back in early 2010s. It used to be a time where we could count on going to the playoffs and losing first round. That's not even playoffs. We trying to win a game. It's disgraceful. And you know what? And I've been going to all the stadiums. So I just came from the Carolina Stadium. Everybody else's food is more expensive than ours. That is what Arthur Blank is banking his hat on. He's banking his hat on. He has the cheapest food in the country. Nigga, you better. You better. What option? Because I'd be damned if I paid what I paid in Carolina and we gonna lose. I'd be damned if because they got Bojangles in they shit. They got a whole bunch of shit. The Minnesota food was amazing. It was expensive. The souvenir cups, you know how we get the souvenir cups from the Falcons game? They're like $3. Everywhere else, they like $10. But they giving out a better product. The Coke tastes better when you up 30. The Coke tastes better. This should be a $3 Coke if we down. We down 30 points. I thought I could get away from us losing, so what I did, I start going to the away games. It's the same shit. I done went all up to Minnesota looking for wins. That's why I got to start doing fun shit so we went out in Charlotte. I got to start doing fun shit in the city so it don't waste my trip. Because if I had left Sunday morning and then just went down there for the 30-point loss and then had to get back on 85, oh, man, that's tough. So in Minnesota, we went to like Prince's house and shit like that. You know, we gonna do something just in case these niggas fuck off. Cause I don't see where our next win comes from. And the crazy thing about it is we so inconsistent. We may blow the Commanders out by 30, but I just don't fucking know. I don't know who these niggas are. It's a week to week. I really don't know who these niggas are. I really don't know who Michael Penix is. I know only nigga I'm for sure who he is. Raheem Morris. I know he ain't shit as a coach. I'm positive of that. I don't understand what they saw in him the first time he was here for him to get a second chance. We have been so used to having losing seasons that when he came here and went 500 in 8 games, that was good enough. That was all Arthur Blank needed to see. And that's why I say it don't matter. I can say fire Raheem Morris, but it don't matter because this nigga don't know how to pick coaches. He don't know how to pick coaches. It don't matter who this nigga get. He's going to pick the wrong option. He's bound to. He's done it. He's consistently done it. He picks niggas who don't, and they don't know how to pick shit. Terry Fontenot, bro, it's a week-to-week thing with you. I don't know. Some weeks your picks look good. Some weeks they look bad. But at the end of the day, you picked Raheem Morris. So I don't know what are y'all doing. Y'all are in cahoots. You just don't see a group of black men do this bad in football. You just don't. You just don't see a collective group of niggas that can't pick a quarterback or defensive coordinator or offensive coordinator. The nigga Zach Robinson come on the radio today talk about some. Yeah, I got to start calling the plays from the field now because they. What is that the kind of shit? If that's our issues right now, if that's our issues, but we have trouble for some years, boy. If that's the type of shit, that's the problem for us, bro. I knew. All right, so it was a couple. Did you get to watch the game, Angelo? Or you was handling your own business with the Steelers? Okay, so it was a point. So we came out and we drove down and we got stalled out. We missed the first field goal. Boom. We come back on the second drive. We was about to get a delay game. We called a timeout. We the only niggas I done seen do this 2 weeks in a row. We call a timeout to avoid a delay game. And as soon as we get back on the field, still get the delay game. I ain't never seen no shit like that in my life. Because the commercial break is 3 minutes. These niggas that played activities with the crowd, we still ain't got to play. We still ain't got to play. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way. We took 3 minutes and 2:45 seconds. You get 45 seconds on the clock. So we took 45 seconds twice, plus a commercial break. Negative 10 yards. Like it's bigger than just the niggas on the field. Like, bro, that is if it wasn't fireable last week when we did it in Minnesota, it damn sure got to be fireable if we do it 2 weeks in a row. We literally just did it in Minnesota, the first drive. The only reason niggas didn't say shit because it happened in Minnesota is because I was there. That shit was so fucking loud. I said, I know they about to get a delay game, a false start or something. Like, they can't hear shit. Carolina was quiet as shit. If Zach Robinson could get the plays through the headset, he literally could have just yelled down on the field. It was nobody there. It's just us. It was no reason for us to be getting delay games in this bitch. Not because we can't get the play across. At that point, Michael Penix just pick something. Just pick something. Do you not know any plays by heart? Do they all have to come from the coach? Like, that's insane. That's just insane to me. And if these are the type of problems, we dealing with off-season problems in week 3. And I don't, some of this shit I can't blame on preseason, but I can't blame all this shit on preseason. I understand. I mean, from a man's point of view, y'all hired me and then y'all hired my replacement, and like that's why I didn't tell y'all I was hurt. Yeah, I'm saying, I think Kirk Cousins knows that he's when you see shit like that. I think Kirk Cousins. I don't even think he's trying. I think his time is just on the way. I think he knows. I think he's seen enough with Michael Penix to be like, you know what, your blood, don't even worry about it. I'm gonna be playing somewhere real motherfucking soon. And niggas keep getting hurt around the league. Like quarterbacks is literally falling. Like Kirk Cousins is about to be in the best position ever in like a week. Like all Carson Wentz and fucking who they got? Jake Browning. Who they got? Jake Browning for the Bengals. Oh, Kirk Cousins about to be getting called. The Falcons gonna have to bid to keep their quarterback, to keep their backup. Cause jobs are on the line. Like I don't know how if y'all know how serious I am when I say, nigga, Terry Fontenot and Raheem Morris' life is riding on Michael Penix right now. They banked on that. They banked on that on the summer. Terry Fontenot, and this nigga is a masterman. This nigga need to be a car salesman. This nigga is so good at getting us hype after what we've seen. Like we don't know what you are. Like he's so good at washing my memory out of some shit. Like I've already forgotten that. Like once he gives his speech in the summer, you forget that he had Marcus Mariota. Then you forget that he tried to go dual quarterback with Desmond Ridder and goddamn Taylor Heineke. Then you forget that the Kirk Cousins debacle happens. He made me forget all that and was like, nah, y'all, we got Michael Penix this year. This is it. I'm drafting defense, all that. This is it. I can't help but get behind them. I can't until the season starts. Until the season, this nigga is the best offseason motivator in the league. In the league. Don't do shit. Don't do shit in the regular season. I don't know, bro. Where's Jesse Bates? Is he on the team still? Okay, he's still getting $60 million, ain't it? Okay. I can't even blame the defense. Like I said, I can't even blame the defense. I don't know. But see, that's what I'm saying. There's so many problems. I can't even do you see how bad our special teams is? Like this is shit that shouldn't even be a problem. If you can't catch, fall on the ball. Just wait for it to hit. These niggas, Angelo, I have never seen in my life 4 straight times, because first of all, Panthers scored 4 straight possessions. I've never seen 4 straight kickoffs where they muffed the kick. Like literally, 2 times these niggas, we got 2 niggas back there. 2 times they let it roll in between them. 2 times they just let it roll in between them. And every time we kick, luckily we only had to kick it off twice Sunday. Luckily we only had to kick it off twice. Every time we kick, that's an automatic to the 40-yard line. Like, I don't know why we can't tackle on special teams. These are things, though, that's probably why we don't play preseason. So niggas don't see this shit. Yeah, niggas just let it pop out the box. You don't need to see this shit. I don't need to see an extra 3 weeks of us not knowing how to play kickoff. Like, why? Because why don't we know? And if we don't know by now, 3 weeks of preseason ain't going to help that. Because we can complain about preseason all we want to. We done played 3 games at this point. This is who we are. This is us at this point. No matter how much preseason Michael Penix going to play, he's already played 12 quarters. That's more than he was going to play in preseason regardless. He should be warmed up by now. Since they say the preseason is the warm-up games, the kinks should be out. At this point, that may be who the nigga is. I don't know. I really don't know. Because like I say, next week, the nigga could come out and throw 350 yards. I have to.
You always had that problem where it's like it's only so many good quarterbacks in the draft.
Yeah.
And we see Jaden Daniels is good, and even Caleb Williams looks better. Bo Nix looks good, and like you said, we don't think J.J. McCarthy look that good. You know what I'm saying? And maybe Michael Penix is.
I understand all that, bro. I understand all that. We picked this nigga 8th. I don't like that's some shit you say about a 3rd round pick. That shit was cool when we said that shit about Desmond Ridder. We picked this nigga 8th. We picked this nigga 8th after picking a quarterback. We already picked up a quarterback. I understand all that. Maybe all quarterbacks don't bank out. But when you pick a nigga 8th, you counting on that nigga. We got a lot of picks that we picked top 10 that we counting on. That ain't shit. Now, I ain't gonna even say they ain't shit. They ain't been shit here. I'm sure Kyle Pitts could go somewhere and be an elite tight end. This is a bad franchise. It's just like Baker Mayfield. They talk about Baker Mayfield is having a comeback. And the only thing he came back from was being a Cleveland Brown. Like, that's the only recovery he had to make. Some niggas just need to recover from being on bad franchises. Saquon Barkley. We never thought he'd be off of ACL. He was on the Giants. He may need a change. Some niggas need to go to winning franchises. Some franchises don't know how to be winners. You are what did Bill Parcells say? You are what your record says you are. This is our record since the 60s. We've been a perennial 7-8. We gonna win 7 games, no matter how many games they played. They done went from 14 games to 16 games. Now we at 18. We still just winning 7. We don't never go up with the curve. When it was 14 games, we was still winning 7 games. When it was 16 games, we started going 7-9. Now we at 17, 7-10. It's tough, bro. We got to go up with the rates, bro. Inflation. We need inflation on the wins. It's tough, bro. It's tough. And I feel worse for like the older Falcons fans because I see them like the people that's gonna die soon and shit like that. They gonna die without seeing a winner, bro. They gonna die without seeing a winner. It's tough. Like I don't see. You can't tell me you see a direct because it's some teams I can see a direct path for to go to the Super Bowl. Like Detroit, they haven't never won a Super Bowl. I see a clear path for them. I see a way where they can fuck around and win a Super Bowl. Even if they got to trade Jared Goff and get Matt Stafford back. I see a way. I see a way where they can win a Super Bowl. I just said the path is there. I can see Baker winning one before the Falcons. He has a clearer path to the Super Bowl. They look good. I can see that for him. You feel me? Do you see what I'm saying? You can't tell me you see a clear path for where the Falcons are right now to going to the Super Bowl. We can't even go to the playoffs.
I went to Vegas for the fight and put $100 down on the 7.5.
On the 7.5. Oh no. Hey, the 7.5. The 7.5 looked sweet. It looked sweet. It did look sweet. It looked sweet. It looked sweet. On paper, it looked sweet. On paper, we should be 11-6.
I was just telling myself, well, I'm going to go back to Vegas and spend this money.
You better off putting a bet in to say we don't win no more games. Just because the teams we supposed to beat just beat us. Like, if we're going to win 7.5, Carolina has to be a given. You can't waste them. You can't waste them. The Falcons was probably like, they only got us down for 7.5, and we wasn't supposed to beat the Vikings, so we can learn to lose. So we can go swap that win out. So they said, boy, we still on track for 7.5. I just feel like if you're going to be a playoff team, that's what I'm saying. Playoff teams don't lose those games to Carolina. Carolina didn't come in thinking they was going to beat the Falcons. Damn sure not by no 30. I can tell by the crowd. The crowd wasn't even there. They all in the Twitter comments, oh, dang, the Falcons about to come in and beat our ass. That's because what we showed them last week. But one thing bad teams are is inconsistent. It's inconsistent. So I don't know where we are as a franchise right now. But no, yeah, I do. We are where we always are. We are who I thought they was. We are Dennis Green. We are who I thought they were. And it's bad. It's bad where we are right now. As much as I try to goddamn get hype for these people, because they will get you hype. That's one thing about being a Falcon fan. It be some hype moments in the midst of all the turmoil. It be some hype moments. But when you look back at a period of time, like if football just so happened to be around for 100 years from now, and they look back at this time period from the Falcons, from the 60s to 1925, they would say to 2025, they would say we were one of the worst franchises ever. It would be nothing to debate how we're not in the conversation with the Cleveland Browns, the New York Jets, and the New York Giants. You can't take us out of that conversation. What have we done to not be in that conversation? When was our reign over the league? We had a few good years where we had a tear over the division. That's it. We're in the dark ages of sports in Atlanta. When you look around, nigga, if we didn't have the baseball team, will we ever have a championship? Because there ain't no fucking way you just gonna tell me the Hawks got us. That ain't what I'm counting on. The only thing I had hope in, the Dream did, you know what? Them bitches did some nigga shit. Like, they was up 15 points and lost that closeout game. Went home first round, regular Atlanta shit, blowing leads and shit. They was up 15 in the fourth. Regular Atlanta shit. It looked so Atlantean. Like, bro, that's what I'm saying. It's not the people. It's the area. It's us. It's us being here. It's us being here. And you would think with the fall of all the rappers in Atlanta that it'd be time for the sports team to rise. That's one thing we could always hold our hat on. Like, boy, we got good music. We can't even say that shit no more. Like, we just a bad city. They think we full of rats and shit. Niggas telling football teams, like, what do you have to look? Niggas used to love coming to Atlanta. What do you have good to look forward to here?
And then all the hip-hop people that are from Atlanta are team fans of somebody else.
Deservingly. See, when you got money, you can live better. You can do better. You can do better. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just in a situation where I can only afford to love this team. Because I can afford their games and their drinks and shit like that. But at the end of the day, you get what you pay for. So I'm paying for $12, $20 tickets. I'm getting a $12, $20 production on the field. Can't be mad at nobody but myself. I want to pay top dollar, go see the Chiefs. You're going to have to pay that. That's what the Chiefs tickets cost. That's a good team, though. You're going to enjoy the experience. Because you probably going to come out of there with a win. You pay for the Eagles, you go get good shit. It's a good team. It's a good team. So the nigga telling me that we dropped the price on parking, nigga, you better. You better. It's your best option if you want us to still come. If you want us to pull up. Because the crazy part is, bro, we get so hyped. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Cleveland. Cleveland knew going into the year that they weren't expecting to make the playoffs. Like, they had no expectation. Whatever happens, happens. We get hyped up to think that we have a franchise. To think that we have a team that's built for the playoffs. We have a roster that's built for the playoffs. So you have a roster that's built for the playoffs, and then you get to the season, and our season be over in like week 5. Our season already, like it's literally already over. It could be over in 2 weeks. Because I don't know too many. I know we not. Even if there is a team that comes back from 1-4 and still goes to the playoffs, we're not that team. We're not those guys. So it can people be like it happens. Yeah, not for us though. It don't happen for us. If we get down 1-4, nigga, we down 1-4. You can start looking at some 3-10s. You want to know what makes it so worse, Dwayne? You want to know the funny part about it? Let us fuck around and goddamn go like a 3-13 or something like that. We ain't got no first round picks.
Damn.
We traded our first round pick. We ain't got no picks. But you know what? Terry and them don't even give a fuck. Because they like, boy, fuck the picks. I ain't gonna be here no way. I'm gonna be fired. So I'll be using all this next nigga picks. he gonna be fucked up. So we ain't gonna have another coach. It's tough. Because we gonna call for his head. Whoever the next coach is, and I can't even be mad at him because he don't have nothing, no kind of wiggle room. Because Lord forbid that Penix is what he was this Sunday. So now we stuck with trying to find another quarterback. Finding another quarterback. That's another 5 years. That's another 5 years. By that time, Drake London will be there, axe out. Kyle Pitts will be gone. And if we ain't wore Bijan the fuck out, he'll be gone. We looking at building a whole new team. Jesse Bates will be old. Kyle Pitts will be, Kirk Cousins won't even be in the league no more. AJ Terrell will be 29, 30. Once a cornerback turned 30, they start looking at him to be a safety at that point. They start trying to Jalen Ramsey a nigga. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know what do we have? Like I see turmoil for years to come. I see turmoil for years. We banked it all on Michael Penix. And it's not over yet. It ain't over yet. But damn it, when you start having 30-point losses to the Panthers, I get a little worried. I got to be a little concerned. Because I don't think Caleb Williams loses 30-0 to the Panthers. I don't see it. Who has Bryce Young ever beat by 30 in the league? When did the Panthers ever put up 30? You know when? You know the last time they put up 30? When they played the Falcons. 44. Niggas is having career days. I'm telling you, I just said Bryce Young be a step from getting benched until he plays the Falcons. It's tough. So next week we got Commanders. We got, not only do we have Marcus Mariota coming back, I hope he's not on the revenge tour. Not only is he coming back, he's bringing the coach who we fired, Dan Quinn. I'm sure that's personal for them. It's personal for Dan Quinn every time he plays us. As if we did something wrong to him. This nigga come in here and beat up on us like we the problem. Nigga, you owe us wins, nigga. You should lay the fuck down every time you play us, nigga. But no, not Dan Quinn. He go for the kill. He done beat us 3 straight times. How does he keep ending up on the schedule? When do we play outer division teams 4 straight years? So we got that coming up. Then we got White Jesus. We got Josh Allen coming to town. Then they give us, and then you know what? Usually they did it to Georgia too. And usually teams don't like buys like early in the season like that. Nigga, we needed a week 5 bye. We needed a week 5. We need a break early. This season came up quick, but this shit could get bad. We come out the break to Arizona Cardinals. And I would say that's a gimme, but I've seen he beat us last time. I've seen Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray came back off injury. ACL. First game back. Falcons. 300 yards, 75 rushing. I just knew that was a win. The games we're supposed to win, we get embarrassed by the most. Where's Josh Dobbs at right now? He can't be, because the only good game he's had. It's sad, bro. It's sad. If you want to do good, just play the Falcons, bro. If you could just, I know if your contract is coming up and the team's thinking about trading you, if you could just make it to the Falcon game, you gonna have a career. If you could just get to the bids and play that Sunday, be healthy, you will have, bro. Niggas have such a good game against the Falcons. The Falcons signed them niggas. What was that running? Mike Davis came to Atlanta, 145 yards. Came to the Falcons, didn't have 100 yards the whole season. The whole season. He followed me. He a good guy. Nigga golfing right now. He golfs. He golfs a lot. For real. Good guy. Robbed us blind. I just knew. You remember they were showing the pictures of his thighs in the offseason? Like, how you gonna tackle this? How you gonna tackle these tree trunks? Man, please. I DM'd that nigga. I said, man, if you don't get Cordell Patterson some of that money, man, got him running like that. You dead ass, bro. Got Cordell. I mean, we done went through Arthur Smith, you know, Dan Quinn. Now we on Raheem Morris again. I don't. At this point, I don't think we have a good path to being on a winning team because we don't know how to pick as an organization. And it starts from the top. So if you have bad ownership, you know what I'm saying? I mean, look at the Cowboys. Jerry Jones is out there just single-handedly tearing them the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like just demolishing them from the inside out. He won't die. He won't die. That's the only problem. Like once Jerry Jones died, the Cowboys may have a resurgence. Arthur Blank right by. I'm telling you, bro, if you can't drive to work, you don't need to be running $1 billion organization. Like if niggas have to cut up your food, you see what I'm saying? Shit like that. If all the time you asking what day is it, you don't need to run no $1 billion organization. It's because there's too many people's lives depending on this shit. Niggas is crashing out over the Falcons. Niggas is crashing out. The city divided. You got niggas who from Atlanta telling niggas like, I don't know why you go for them. Nigga, because it's the team. It's our team. You live here too, nigga. I go for the Broncos. I ain't never seen a city with more Broncos fans. Born at Grady Hospital. Niggas who ain't never been seen a Rocky Mountain in their fucking life. They ain't never seen a snow cap on a mountain. They ain't never went sledded. But yet, some kind of way, they found their way to love John fucking Elway. Like, it's just insanity to me. We got fans, all Kansas City fans. Nigga ain't never been outside Stonecrest. Like, these niggas is homebodies. Niggas ain't went nowhere in their fucking life. And you know what? I can't be mad at them. I can't be mad at them. I'm the dumbass. I'm the dumbass that stayed here looking for love in a football team. I'm the one. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. I can't be mad at no nigga for wanting to support a winner. They look at me stupid. Why do you continue to support a loser? You don't have to do that. And sometimes I think about it. You know I don't. But I just wouldn't feel right just putting on another team jersey, supporting them nigga. Like I'm too deep in. I'm too deep in. I'm 34 years into this shit. It ain't even gonna feel right cheering for them niggas. I look lame. I feel lame. I wouldn't even feel right. It's just my pride. It's pride. I just think, you know how when ships sink and the captain just stay on it, I'ma just ride it out with these niggas. As if they give a fuck about me.
Let me say that. Other jerseys, like you said, I feel wrong when I wear them.
I don't wear them on Sundays. I would never do that to my football team. I would never do that to my football team. Not on no fucking Sunday. I don't cheer for them niggas. I got towels and shit that I got from the Panthers game. Use them as dishes right now. Wiping shit off with them. Ain't gonna disrespect the Falcons. The good towels, the decoration Falcon towels, that's in the bathroom. You want to wipe a spill off? Use that Panther shit I just bought this weekend. I got a cup from there. I'm using this the shit I pour my dish liquid in for my for my clothes. I pour a laundry detergent in it. With their disrespect, no Falcon cup. Like, see what I'm saying? Detroit been a sorry franchise, but I see a path for them. I don't know who their new owner is. Did something happen? Did something happen to them as a franchise? Because they got lucky and they got a lot of good things going for them right now. And they were a franchise that people would consider to be one of the worst franchises ever. But right now they're in the middle of something that could happen good for them. And they don't know that their problem is Jared Goff. That's their only problem. But they got everything else. They got everything else. Defense, offensive. The offensive explosive, that's all we heard this summer. How explosive our offense was. I'm dead ass, bro. That's all. Darnell Mooney and Drake London and Kyle Pitts and Ray. We got a two-headed monster and Algier and Bijan. Where is it? Where is it? All our plays, bro. So, first of all, like I said, no wide receiver and tight end has a touchdown for us this season. I don't know if you know that. The only passing touchdown we had was to Bijan Robinson. It was a 50-yard play on the first play of the season. Made you feel like we was going to have an explosive offense. When you look back at it and be real about the situation, even that pass was thrown behind the line of scrimmage. He just broke it. So when did we all we hear about is this nigga arm. Where the fuck is it? Where the fuck is it? Is it him not trying to throw the ball? And I just can't believe that. I can't believe it because all young niggas want to throw the ball. So what are we calling? What's the issue? Now, I do think it's certain niggas on the field he's just not looking at all. Like, he's not looking at Kyle Pitts. I don't know what that's about. I don't know. Maybe they need to line Kyle Pitts up on the other side of the field. Get this nigga in his eyesight because I see the nigga open. The whole stadium see this nigga open. We can't get this nigga the ball. Oh, I'm saying he's running stream routes down the field, just waving. At that point, it's easy to become disinterested. When a nigga do this, he open. Hit him. Now, as a tight end, as a receiver, at any position, if I do this 3 times and you don't hit me, I'm not gonna keep running that fucking hard no more. For what? I can understand a nigga becoming disinterested in this shit. You ain't throw it to me. Every time y'all want me to come out, y'all keep telling me, all I hear about myself when I turn on ESPN is I'm a unicorn. But every time I get in fucking practice, y'all telling me I need to learn how to run block. What the fuck are we talking about right now? Did y'all draft me number 4 to be a running blocker? If that is me, y'all are idiots. Y'all are idiots. Y'all are using your number 4 overall pick to draft a tight end to block the edge. What are we talking about? What are we talking about right now? Yesterday, I knew the offensive discombobulated. They got a picture going around yesterday when we got the delay of game call. The reason Michael Penix didn't even call the play because fucking Chris Lindstrom is lined up as the fucking tight end, and they got Charlie Warner at the tackle, and they just accident. Like, what the fuck are we doing? I wouldn't have hiked it neither. I wouldn't have hiked the ball neither. So I don't know who to blame. You see what I'm saying? I don't know who to blame. No. A nigga took a picture of his TV, and them 2 niggas was in the wrong fucking spot. Bro, I don't know who to blame in this organization. So it's like if I'm looking for a person to blame for the loss, if I'm looking for one person to give the majority of the loss to, I can't pick. Everybody played a part. Everybody wanted to lose Sunday. There is no person who I could see what was like, at least he came to play. At least this part of the team came to play. All 3 phases of the game we lost. Offense, defense, special teams. At that point, I mean, that's just a recipe for disaster. So some of the passes that Michael Penix threw did hit niggas in hands. So I can't blame it all on him, but I can't blame it all on the wide receivers because sometimes he threw it in the stands. I don't know who you feel what I'm saying? One of the worst spots to be in is goddamn only having one good player on the team. All we got is Bijan. This year, all we heard was Drake London about to have 1,800 yards. Career year. Contract. He already got his contract. But once them Falcons pay a nigga, boy, that's that. We paid the kicker. And this nigga said, fuck it. I'm good. I got my buddy. You just got to have one good tryout. We can't go get, if I was cool, I'd charge them niggas so much motherfucking money. I want $100 million Sunday in cash. We come back to these fucks. He laughing his ass off right now. I don't know why he laughing, because I don't know if he would have made them kicks either. He would have made one of them. That's what he's saying, though. I at least would have made one. That's not good enough. That's not good enough to get you back on the team. They out there. I tried Justin Tucker. He's sitting out there. He just suspended for 10 games. At this point, I tried Justin Tucker. He just suspended because he got a situation. But as soon as it's 10 games up, I call that nigga. Fuck it. Like, fuck it. We gonna end up having to be a team that's gonna have to spend. We're gonna be one of the first teams ever to draft a kicker high with a high draft pick. We're gonna have like the number 28 pick in the first round. We're gonna draft a kicker. We're gonna have to. We're gonna do the X Factor. The X Factor. Bro, it used to be a time where Matt Bryant really was saving us, and we took that shit for value. We took that shit for granted. When Matt Bryant was having like 12 points a game, nigga, we could use them extra points. Because Matt Bryant, nigga, you remember it was a time where we used to just say, get it past the 50. You just get it past the 50. We ain't even there no more. So the kicker can rest. We ain't even getting down there right now. Such is life as a Falcons fan. I think I've ranted enough. Next week, we have the Commanders. We'll see how that goes. I'd love to tell you it should be an easy win versus Carson Wentz, but, man, I don't know nothing no more with these niggas. We are one of the most, and it won't be admitted because, you know what I'm saying, we're not one of the premier franchises, but we are one of the most dysfunctional NFL franchises in the league. There's no way around it. It is a sad thing. I'm going to ride it out with my guys, but I'm telling you, I'm not expecting anything great from this team this year at all. At all. Like they said, Vegas had us at 7.5 wins. They said it just enough to where they know they was going to win a lot of fucking money. You know, every time, you know, when people always talk about, oh, Vegas fucked that up. Usually when you look back on it at the end of it, Vegas, they pretty much know what the fuck they talking about. Like 7.5 sound about right. You right, Vegas. Touche. The house always wins, nigga. So I could, you know, go. You know, you try to go with your gut. You know, I put in $10 in the beginning, and I should have known when I put in that $10 in the beginning of the season for the Falcons win the Super Bowl, and they said $10 get you back like $2 million or some shit like that. I should have known then. Should have known then it was a long shot. Yeah. Need Tim Donahue, man. We need no cricket refs back. But shout out to the podcast. Appreciate y'all for tuning in every week. Make sure y'all follow us on the I'm on Odyssey app. I'm on Apple Podcasts, YouTube. Follow the Twitch at I am Spencer Neal. Other than that, DJ, take us out of here.
New season, man. No, we about to do this shit, man. I know I told y'all a lot of cap last year, but I ain't capping about this shit. This is it. This our season. Talk to me. They been hating Trey Young since we beat the Knicks. They been hating on the Falcons since we drafted Pitts. They won't even throw the Jesse. They know that's a pick. I feel like Acuna every time I make a hit. United in the field, the gang up in the stands. We yelling ATL, bro, cause we some real fans. They been talking crazy, disrespect is out of hand. But we gon' win this year, they ain't gon' say nothing again. We gon' field flipper, blitz and the hit sticker. Still get a Dyson, let me steal with you. Jesse set the bait and turn into a pick sixer, and we making plays. That's why we got Penix. We get in the field with me. Come see how we get in the field.